that time of the year again, the Union Budget. And this one's special because it's the first budget of Modi government 3.0. The Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is all set to take the mic and lay out India's financial blueprint for the year. But wait, before the big jargon storm hits, we are here to break it down all for you in the simplest way possible. Let's get started. So what exactly is the Union Budget? Imagine you are running a household. You decide how much you will spend on groceries, school fees or vacations. The government does the same for the whole country, but on a bigger scale. They decide where to spend, where to save, and yes, where to tax. First up, fiscal deficit. Fancy term, but here's the deal. If you spend rupees 100 but only earn rupees 80, that rupees 20 gap is your fiscal deficit. It's like government borrowing to make ends meet. Revenue deficit. This one's simpler. It's the gap between government's everyday income and its daily expenses. Think of like your salary not being enough to pay your Netflix subscription, rent, and daily chai. Now, expenses can be of two types. First, capital expenditure, big ticket spending that creates long-term assets like highways or airports. Think of it as buying a car. It's expensive now, but it helps you long-term. Then comes revenue expenditure. It is the government's routine expenses such as salaries, subsidies, and maintenance cost. It's like refueling a car, essential for day-to-day functioning, but does not create lasting assets. Now let's talk GDP, the most important term. What is GDP? क्या होता है GDP? The total value of everything India produces in a year. From cars to chai, it's the big number we use to measure the health of our economy. Bigger GDP, happier India. Now the spicy part, taxes. There are two types of taxes, direct taxes and indirect taxes. Direct taxes are those that are paid directly by you, like income tax. And indirect taxes are those that are paid on stuff you buy, like GST. Every samosa you munch. Yep, you're paying a tiny tax. Here's a buzzword, disinvestment. Basically, when the government sells its share in public companies to raise cash. Think of it as selling your old iPhone you don't use anymore. And then we have subsidies, financial help from government to make things affordable, like cheaper gas cylinders or fertilizers for farmers. Every budget starts with a plan. These are called budget estimates, like making a shopping list before the payday. And if the full budget doesn't pass on time, then the government uses a temporary provision called vote on account to keep the wheels turning. But there's a lot you need to know on vote on account. लेकिन उसके बारे में एक detailed video बाद में बनाएंगे. So why should you care about the budget? It affects everything from price of onions to funding your city's metro. It's not just numbers, it's a blueprint for India's future. So as Nirmala Sitharaman presents Modi 3.0's first budget, keep these terms in mind. Whether you are a student, a professional, or a child lover, it's your money and your future.